What's the most disgusting thing you've ever had in your mouth? 1. I was brushing my teeth when I felt a sudden, strange sensation. Soft but noticeable, like soggy popcorn. I spat the toothpaste out to find it was a spider, or what was left of it. 2. A stink bug landed in the bowl of popcorn I was absent-mindedly munching. I wasn't aware, and the next crunch came with a scream as my tongue went numb and the most horrible taste coated my mouth. 3. My stepdad used to chew and spit into a Pepsi can. I thought it was Pepsi. 4. Once, I stole some brownie mix from a teacher I really didn't like. I was like, I'll show her, as I shoveled brownie mix into my mouth. Then I realized it was basically fertilizer for class plants, complete with rocks and grubs. Instant karma. I never stole anything again, ever. 5. I accidentally ate someone else's dried vomit. It was 20 years ago. I was in college, and we had hosted a party. The next morning, I woke up and grabbed a bowl from the dishwasher. Tired and hungover, I poured cereal into the bowl, added milk, and took a big spoonful. I immediately retched and threw up in the sink. I looked in the bowl and saw unfamiliar chunks. Then I opened the dishwasher again. Apparently, someone had gotten sick, thrown up all over the clean dishes, and closed the dishwasher. 6. When I was 14, I ate a dollar bill on a dare. It took me about 10 minutes because the fibers made it ridiculously hard to chew. Honestly, it was one of the most disgusting flavors in the world, and I don't even want to think about where that bill had been before. Let's just say I probably got more than my daily dose of minerals. 7. I dropped a canister of surgical suction waste after a cadaveric training course. It hit the ground upright, and the contents shot straight back up in the air. Into my mouth. 8. One year, my coworkers left cupcakes on my desk for my birthday. Perfect icing swirls, edible glitter, all in a beautiful, unlabeled box. I bit into one. It fizzed. It foamed. I gagged and choked while my eyes streamed. It was one of those things you put in the bath that was shaped like a cupcake. 9. We were having a pizza party at work. Everyone was sitting around the table eating pizza and drinking Coca-Cola. The guy beside me was absent-mindedly biting his fingernails and putting them into his soda can. A few moments later, I answered a call, came back to the table and grabbed the last swig of my soda. Except it wasn't my soda, it was the one with the fingernails in it. I got a full mouthful of this guy's fingernails and almost threw up on the spot. 10. I still remember that day like it was yesterday, even though it's been years, maybe 15, but it's hard to say when something so awful sears itself into your memory. It started innocently enough. I bought an enormous bag of blueberries, bursting and ripe, and decided to snack on a few as I made my way from the kitchen to my room. Blueberries have always been one of those foods I can't resist, so I kept a handful for later and left the rest in my room. On my way back to the kitchen to grab a glass of water, I noticed something small and dark lying on the carpet in the hallway. A rogue blueberry, I thought, a stray that must have slipped out as I walked. Without a second thought, I scooped it up, tossed it in my mouth, and bit down. What happened in the next few seconds is a blur. The taste was wrong, completely, horribly wrong. This wasn't the juicy, sweet burst of blueberry I'd expected. Instead,